Good morning, everyone. Happy 2025. Happy first coffee chat of 2025. It is a chilly morning. Old man winter definitely is here. No snow. We've had a little bit, but not a whole lot. But that, can change in an instant. You never know with Mother Nature. So this week is back to school, back to routine. It's Tuesday and it's kicking us in the butt as usual. The first few days, even like the first week, it is a little bit hard. Yeah, the struggle is real, and thank goodness for coffee. I have my Thrifted mug. What other names? Hecklers, Waldorf, Statler, I think. Statler, Waldorf, and yeah, on one side it says if you can't say anything nice, and on this side it says welcome to the club. So this was only $1 at our local thrift store, and like I couldn't believe it. Like I rounded the corner, I saw it, and I darted for it, before anybody else. I wasn't busy. I was like probably like one of the only people in there, but still, you want to get to it ASAP before anybody else does, and I did, and it was only $1. Like if this was Valley Village, it would have been like $5 at least. Yeah. So if you had a cup of coffee or tea, cheers. Here's a wonderful day. Let's stay warm. I'm so glad I don't drive the boys. I know. I have to stay in a nice warm house and stay cozy. Yes. So yeah, this one I thrifted, like I said, and I brought it up for a reason so we can talk about thrifting. The other day I came across a TikTok. This woman, she's Canadian. I think she's from the Vancouver area, and she was talking about how she doesn't understand people who, because she's been watching a lot of videos on thrifting, and like during Christmas there were a lot of videos of people thrifting for Christmas gifts, and which I love that idea. I love that idea. There were a lot of people that were thrifting gifts for their kids, and that's great, especially if they are young, if they're like toddler, preschool age, because number one, you don't have to struggle, spend half the morning taking it out of the box, okay? And number two, you don't have to put the batteries in, right? That's already done. Like, you might have to replace the batteries, but the hard work is already done, and if I could have done that, I kind of wish I would have thought about that when the kids were younger, instead of spending all this money on toys that eventually they lose interest in, right? And yeah, I wish I would have thought about that. It would have been good. And some people like don't agree with it, and that's fine, but like that would definitely be something I would have done. I can't really do that now because like they're older, and the stuff that they're interested in is going to be hard to find at a thrift store, like Lego sets and that, and video games, right? So I have to buy them brand new or on sale. Yeah, and I love that, a thrift at Christmas. Now I might find something for the stocking stuffer. I haven't done that before in the past, so just depends. But yeah, she just like she could understand how because people would come on there and how excited they would be, oh my gosh, I just found this and I can't wait to show you, and then to her it would look like trash, and she just couldn't understand how somebody could get excited. And she was holding up this jacket that was from the 90s, and I remember this jacket. It was like a leather jacket, and this leather jacket still looks like it's in good condition, and it was kind of on the puffy side, and it had areas where there were flower prints on there, on the shoulder, maybe around the pocket area. And it's you can sell that. People would pay big bucks for that jacket right now because people want that. Again, I don't think I would be able to. I think I'd be too puffy, but people want that style again. They want those clothes again. And she just she's not, I guess she can't get behind thrifting, and there were a handful of people in the comments that agreed, they couldn't do it either. They find thrift stores dirty, Some, yeah, maybe I have been in not so nice thrift stores, but you have to know where the good ones are. They're not all bad, you know, and you just avoid those kind of thrift stores. But a lot of people in the comments were like, just like, yeah, no, thrifting is the best. You know, you never know what you find, and like once you realize how well stuff was made back then, you know, compared to today, that's why you want certain things, because it was made well. You know, like today, everything is made like crap, right? It is not made to last. Especially like, you know, your appliances, you know, and clothing, you know, it's not made to last. But stuff back then was made to last, right? Oh my god, especially furniture. Furniture today doesn't last long. Like, yeah, it's crazy. They make it cheap, that's why. Yeah, and it's like, but I'm like thinking, so she says she can count on one hand how many items that she's ever thrifted in her lifetime. So she doesn't really, you know, step foot into a thrift store. She can't get herself to do that. And it's like, you know, to each their own. But I think, you know, if you went thrifting as a kid, you know, that gives you a different perspective on thrifting. Because like my mom took me, you know, to our local thrift store when I was a kid, probably like around 8, you know, and I remember finding my first Nancy Drew. So not only did I fall in love with, you know, thrifting, I fell in love with Nancy Drew and reading all in one day, you know. And my first Nancy Drew, because you never forget your first Nancy Drew, was the clock one. I'm too tired right now to think of the title, but it was the second book in the series. It wasn't the first one. The first one is, I think, The Hidden Staircase. The second one is The Clock. We'll have to look it up. Okay, I had to look up the Nancy Drew title. It's like, yeah, it's gonna drive me crazy. The Secret of the Old Clock, and I should have known that mystery or secret would be in the title, because those are always like the two words that are used in Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys. It's one or the other, mystery or secret. So yeah, Secret of the Old Clock, that was my first Nancy Drew. It got me hooked right away. And yeah, got me hooked on thrifting, you know. It's like, well, if I can find this thrifting, you know, what else can I find? Yeah, it's like growing up, you know, thrifting, yeah, it's like you I guess like you understand it more. Like if somebody didn't grow up while thrifting, or they didn't like thrift as a young adult, and they don't like really understand, they don't really get it, you know, you're not going to get it, you know. You're just not, because like she just had a hard time, you know, like, yeah, wrapping her head around it. Like, why do people like get so excited when they find something? Like because they'll show something and she would just see it as like, you know, like trash, but they were like, yeah, no, this is like the best thing ever. And it's like, you know, and it's like, I'm not used to, like, because a lot of people I know love thrifting, so hearing somebody's like, you know, different perspective on thrifting is interesting. And we're at the same time, because I'm so used to people that love thrifting and like love the hunt, and you know, but it's just like, yeah, different perspective, you know, because there are people that just can't get behind it, and I get it. To each their own. You know, there were a handful of people that agreed with her, but the majority of the people in the comments were like, you know, thrifting is the best, you know. Yeah, you never know what you're going to find. You're missing out. Yeah, pretty much. And sometimes you can find brand new things with tags on them, and you save money, and it's good for the environment because it's not going in the landfill. So yeah, but it was just like, oh my gosh, yeah. And then reading the comments was hilarious. Yeah, I know. It was just, yeah, I'm there for the comments too. Yeah. Yeah, like she likes to like go to Winners and Marshalls, and she likes that hunt. And it's like, well, thrifting is the same thing. It's the hunt of maybe finding something that's been on your thrifting list for a long time, because you never know, you might find it on this thrift trip at the thrift store. You never know, and it's excitement, right? And it's exciting because you never really do know what you're going to find, you know. Yeah, and stuff can get washed. You can wipe stuff down. You know, not every thrift store is dirty. I have been to one thrift store and it just wasn't kept up nice like other thrift stores, like Goodwill and that Valley Village. You know, they're pretty much kept up. You know, although one time Valley Village, people when they had their dressing rooms were disgusting. They were never cleaned. Yeah. But Goodwill dressing rooms were nice and clean and big and lots of light. Their dressing rooms, I love. But Valley Village doesn't have dressing rooms ever since pandemic. So, and then that's like I don't like looking at the clothes unless I know it's gonna fit. If it's for myself, if I know it's gonna fit me, or I can try it on over what I have on. Because you don't get your money back. You have 2 weeks to exchange it, right? It's like, which is so stupid. Yeah, but then again, how are you going to return something if there's no cashiers? Everything is self-checkout, so which I don't mind because I can check myself out fast and I don't have to talk to people. Yeah. Yeah, but those thrift stores, like when you do find one that's, a little bit on the dirty, unorganized side, you avoid them. Oh, sometimes you can find a treasure in there, but I usually avoid them. Yeah. Yeah, but it's like growing up, and then the hubby, he never went thrifting as a kid, and then we met, and then I changed his mind. Like that. It's like, come to the dark side. We have cookies here and coffee. Yeah. Yeah. I know he loves it as much as I do, and our kids love thrifting too. So yeah, I think it is harder to understand. Like if somebody never really went thrifting growing up, it is hard for them to understand why people go crazy over it and just love it. It would be harder to understand, but yeah, because you never know what you're gonna find. Yeah, and I guess stuff was made a lot better back then. Yeah, and like we like the styles, back then, like the vintage Christmas. Some of us are looking for toys from our childhood. Like, yeah, because I don't want everything brand new. I don't. I don't want everything brand new. I just don't, Now there is stuff that I know I will have to buy brand new because it'll be hard for me to look for at a thrift store. But not everything has to be bought brand new or online. You can go to the thrift store and find it for a better price. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I can find awesome mugs like this one. Yeah, that's my first Muppet mug. Yeah, first. Will there be more? Maybe. Yeah. Well, no, that'd be awesome. Yeah, this one looks like it was probably somebody made it. How like Walmart, you can make mugs at Walmart and that. Yeah, that's what probably this one is. Cause there's no brand name on the bottom. But yeah, I just I just want to laugh, it's like, oh my gosh. And if people would want that jacket, you can put that on eBay. People would want it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I actually have a pile of stuff that has to go to Valley Village, so hopefully soon. Yeah, get our thrift on. Yeah, she had to do a response video because I guess she got some not so nice comments. Yeah, people will never learn. It's better not to say anything if you don't agree, because you're not going to agree with everybody, okay? And everybody has a different opinion, and if you don't like what somebody's saying, you can just scroll on. That's an option. But people like to start drama, and it's like, just shut up. Sip it. Yeah, she just she made a response, a video saying everybody has a different opinion, if you're feeling upset, just, yeah, scroll on. Excuse me. A frog in my throat. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, a lot of things that I have are thrifted. Some of my most fun things are thrifted. Yeah. Yeah. I love a good deal. Yeah. But it's just interesting to hear from somebody who doesn't like thrifting. Yeah. When a lot of people, like everybody I know, love to thrift. So yeah. Yeah. So anyways, in Canada news, yes, in all Canadian news, Justin Trudeau, our not so lovely Prime Minister, who just likes to destroy the country, gives money to terrorists, lets in way too many immigrants. Oh my gosh. Was it around the pandemic, I think? I don't know. Or like maybe before. I don't know when. Oh, when was it? Yeah, he was letting in hundreds, maybe even thousands, you know, and it was like, they just recently lowered the number to how many people can come into Canada. And he was just like, you know, opening the door, putting the welcome mat out, you know, and just letting them in. And it's like, you know, I'm all here if they want a good life, you know, and I know some of them are coming from a terrible World War country, and from being very thankful that we live somewhere else. But there are immigrants, you know, in recent news who are not so nice, and they're destroying, you know, statues and, you know, buildings, and they're starting, like, you know, riots, and that behavior is not welcomed. You can take that back home, you know. You know, but if you want to start and follow the rules, you know, and start a new life, a better life, yeah, go ahead. But like Trudeau is just letting them in, and it's like, whoa, can we like slow down? Can we just like, you know, slow down? You know, like, I know. And then I don't even know if he was doing it properly either. You know, probably not. You know, like, but yeah, he is stepping down. I never thought he would ever step down. I'm not celebrating yet, you know, because I mean, yeah, okay, it's exciting, but, you know, it's also scary because who's going to take his place, you know? I'm hoping somebody that is a lot better and not like him, or even worse, you know? So we'll see. So I guess everything is put on hold right now. And the people in the House will decide who will take over. We don't decide. They decide, of course. And I think there's an election coming up this October, I think. We haven't voted for a while, so I think there is one coming up. So, yeah. And I never voted for him. I remember I did a short when he announced he was getting separation from his wife. And I was like, oh, can we get a separation too? And then it's like, it's so crazy how people just assume that, oh, well, you voted for him. And it's like, no, I didn't. But, okay, you know everything. You know, it's just like, people just assume, and it's like, no, I did not vote for him. I didn't vote for him the first time. I didn't vote for him the second time. Okay? So, you don't know what you're talking about. Zip it. Like honestly. I don't know. It's just like where our people think I vote for Doug Ford, and it's like, Canada's a big country. I cannot vote for Doug Ford. He is not in my area. Okay. I'm from Southern Ontario, okay? Like, Southern Ontario is really, really a huge province, okay? People around Toronto vote for Doug Ford. I don't, okay? I vote for my own idiot. Oh no. Well, the person I vote for, hopefully, you know, isn't an idiot, but like, they're all idiots. If you're a politician, you're an idiot. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on with that. He's stepping down, and we'll see who takes over. Yeah, I don't know. I usually vote for the underdog. Yeah, whoever. Yeah. I think it's usually the Green Party. I don't know. As long as I vote, but I think that the past couple elections, it's like, why am I voting? Why bother? But oh, you know. But I mean, we you know, woman voting was an easy road, so we're privileged to vote because not every country is privileged to vote, and we are privileged. But it is like, you do question, why do I even bother? You know, yeah. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna do what Lois is doing. She's sleeping. Yeah, the hubby got a chair free on Facebook Marketplace. It was electrical. That's the thing with electrical. I know, I like the, you know, crank, you know, and the lift goes up. Excuse me, the foot goes up. I guess her pets, I know it was free, so the price was right. Her pets, dogs or cats, chewed on the wire, so the foot doesn't go up because it's electrical. But yeah, we need like an extra chair, and it's fine if it doesn't rock. Not really. I love a rocking chair. Yeah, see, rocking chair. But Lois loves it. Lois loves it. Yeah, she's nice and cozy. She's sleeping right now, which is a good idea. Yeah, let's sleep until spring. Let's hibernate. That's a good idea. I'm gonna fill up my coffee. Yeah, but I'll show you. She's just snug as a bug. Right there, snoozing away. We have a blanket draped over it. But yeah, that's the color. And yeah, this chair. Normal chair. That she has claimed. Yay. She's like, do not disturb. I am preoccupied. Alright, well that's it for this coffee chat. I think that is all. Oh, no, there is more. You know what, I'll save that. Movies that are coming out. I will save that for our next coffee chat. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good movies coming out. A lot of good movies. Yeah. 2025 looks like a really good year for movies. There's at least 4, I think actually 5, that we're going to want to see. I know. I can't remember the one though. I have to look it up because I know there was at least 4. I can't remember the 4th one. And then I realized one comes out in February that Casey's going to want to see because it's Marvel with the Red Hulk. It's the new Captain America, and he hasn't seen a Marvel movie yet in theater, so we need to change that. Yeah, and at first I remember when they announced Harrison Ford was going to play Red Hulk, I was like, really? You know, it's like Han Solo. I'm sorry, you just can't picture it. He's always going to be Han Solo. But yeah, the previews actually look really, really good. So I'm excited about that one, and there's like 4 other ones, but one I forget. So we'll save that for next coffee chat. Anyways, thanks for hanging out and having coffee with me for the first of many coffee chats 2025. I will see you guys in the next fun video. Take care, be blessed, and stay warm, and yeah, hibernate until spring. That's what I would do if I could. Yeah. Alright, ta-ta for now. Bye.